What's going on, guys? Welcome to day 4 of the 3-day truck wiring extravaganza with Chris out here helping me wire the truck. If you were watching the previous videos, you could see we were struggling to get it started. So we went into overtime, day 4. Stick around. Let's see if we can get it started today. Let's go. Added a piece of pipe to the header so that the O2 sensor is not in like free air. And we went through the wizard and found out that I'm an idiot and selected the internal map sensor on the Holly, but we're not using that, so that's most likely why it wasn't starting. So here we go. Let's turn the key. Let the Holly boot up. There she goes. How do you? What is it? Monitor?
You could just do vitals.
What?
Monitor.
Monitor?
Monitor, vital. It's like top metal.
Let's learn.
Oh, then it's got a funky icon.
All right, how's that?
That'll do.
All right, here we go. We're starting. Come on, baby.
Put all the plugs back on.
Yeah, the fuel pump relay's in there.
Fuel pump relay is in. You got fuel pressure?
No, I don't have a fuel pressure sensor.
Ah. Oh.
You're on dual camera duty.
Great.
Why is it not working? It's like the same thing, just gives a little pop.
Yeah. And it still sounds like that pop is coming out of the driver's side bank. Alright, so we have a Holly map and
Yeah, we'll look that up. So the lights on the front of the Holly are flashing and stuff when we crank. Alright, so I ran to the store and got a new cam sensor. Don't know if that's a problem or not. Probably not. And Chris got the software updated and got the computer to communicate, the laptop to communicate with the Holly while I was gone. So looks like he's setting a date and time in the Holly.
yeah,
Which is something we didn't do before. So yeah, now we're gonna try and start again.
Yeah.
Is it? Did you do the whole wizard again or whatever?
I did.
Or, yeah.
We ready to crank?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
It's the same thing he was doing with the old cam sensor.
Yeah. But that's normal. It's supposed to go between green and I don't like that yellow light there.
The yellow.
Number 2.
The second in. Let me look. That's new. Do that again. Yo. I like completely cover the throttle body and it started to kick over.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. It's getting way too much air somehow. What's that?
Clean the auto air control valve. Take it out and clean it. I wonder if it's stuck at 90% and the AC is not pulling for 90%.
That's this guy.
Yeah. I wonder if it's stuck.
Okay, they're Torx. Well, dude, I mean, I cover it completely and it creates a crazy vacuum and then it starts. And it feels like it's gonna suck my hand in. That's a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, you're essentially blocking off the auto air control valve.
Well, and the hole in this.
Right, but this is completely closed.
Yeah, there's still a hole in here though.
Yeah, but if the auto air control valve is at 90%, which is what it's reading, that's a lot of air. Because it should be.
All right, yeah,
like
it's torque bits, so I'll go get some torque bits.
Okay. Let's see. Got our laptop connected. We got decent voltage. IAC is still reading high, but we cleaned it out. And let's see.
All right. We had no viewers, but F them. They can't take a joke. They can't get here fast enough. That's on them.
All right, we're ready. All right.
My hand was sealed on that throttle body to get it running.
All right, so when it was running and your hand was over it, it opened the IAC to 100% and then went back down to 89. So I think that IAC is stuck. I think it's physically jammed.
See if I can find an IAC.
See if you can extend it, pull it out, extend it all the way so that it's closed.
So that's what I
And
did.
put
and
it-
I put it in.
So you put it in with it all the way closed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see where it's at, and because you could feel the position of the IAC. We'll see where it's at. Yeah. Oh, that is.
I literally had to peel my hand to get it to shut off.
Is it opened up again?
I can't feel it.
The
So
Holly.
you get your little finger in there.
The Holly was reporting. No.
Dude, it needs,
I think it's reading wrong.
It needs like no air to run. You know what I mean? Like I literally had this completely sealed off.
All right. So, do we have a giant leak?
That's the only thing I don't know where. I don't know where the brake booster hooks up at. But like, if it had that big of a leak, why would my hand be suctioned to it so bad? Like, it was hard to move my hand.
Okay. That's a good question.
I don't know where the brake booster connects. There's this thing on the back of the manifold, but I have a piece of paper on
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
it. That's something with emissions, I think.
Well, it runs.
It runs if I hold my hand over the throttle body.
All right, so we're down to a mechanical issue.
So it has to, but I just don't know, man. If it has that much of a leak, of an air leak, there's no way that it would create that much suction.
Yeah.
So it needs less air. So is it not getting enough fuel? Right, that would make sense, right?
That can make sense.
It needs less air than it's not getting enough fuel. It definitely sounded like it was firing on all 8.
Yeah.
Now this runner in the front's cold. We actually got a little heat in the header. Yeah, the 2 front runners are cold, but
Fuel pressure sure would be helpful right about now.
Again.
Yeah, 'cause if we knew our fuel pressure, we'd know what our flow rate is, and we'd be able to get the injectors dialed.
Try and crank it up. Yeah, it's probably not being enough.
Gotta. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, gotta put a rubber glove over that, but it'll suck it right in. Oh, well, it ran.
There we go.
Now this is weird because the IAC is rating 89% again.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put this piece of metal over the throttle box. Then we'll fire it up again.
'The IAC goes to 100%, and then the air-fuel ratio goes lean and it conks out, or rich and conks out.
Try and start it with nothing on it.
AFR, IAC is at 100%. 21 AFR.
Almost holds the metal there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then what was the IAC?
100%. Once it's running, the IAC goes to 100% because it's being choked out.
Right.
But it needs less air. It needs less air for startup.
Right. But
or more fuel. Well, you
can't take that much air. I'm taking all the air away. I think
yeah.
it needs more fuel. Even for running, because as soon as I move this, it shuts off. You got your man in that camera? I'll let you know if we get fuel pressure right away. Okay, we got fuel pressure building. 60 psi. It's like 45 now. Give it a crank. Yeah, baby. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah, brother. So the problem was, yeah, all that money, this chucking money, all that needed to be changed anyway. So what it was my dumbass hooked up the feed and return line to the Corvette filter pressure regulator backwards. And when I was putting my hand over the throttle body, we were creating such a suction that we were siphoning fuel out of the tank through the return, enough for it to run. So My fault. And I'll put a fuel pressure gauge on it. 'Cause if we had that, Chris was saying if we had that, we would have gotten it started yesterday for sure.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
It starts. I wish we had a drive shaft so we could drive it into the parking spot, but
With no throttle pedal or gear selector.
and then the little sticks through the hole in the floor.
So one person operating the 2 sticks for throttle and
Yeah.
gear, and
Well, you don't have to continuously change the gear lever. This is exciting. Now I want to get it out here because we're paying.
all right.
So. All right, so it starts. It runs. Give her hell. Nice job, Chris.
Thank you.
The biggest thing that held us up was my mistake.
I can go home.
You can go home now. I hooked up the fuel feed and return lines backwards, and we just spent a day and a half trying to figure that out, so my bad.
Oh yeah, fire in the pipes.
All right, this is what, day 3? It's day 4? Day 4 of the truck with Chris helping with the wiring, and it runs. It doesn't drive because the we moved the transmission and all that, so the drive shaft doesn't fit. That'll come Tuesday. I'm probably going to come over here Tuesday immediately upon receiving the drive shaft and throw it in and see if it moves forward. Massive thank yous. Massive thank you to Chris, of course, for coming all the way across the country to help me with this thing. But she runs and drives, and the biggest holdup was my own fuck up. So
Yeah. Fuel pressure gauge.
yeah.
Every build's gonna have one from now.
Yeah, I have one on the BMW. I don't know why I didn't put one on this. Yeah.
It'll tie
So
right in the hollow.
that's right. Well, yeah, so I was already planning on buying the Holly one because there's a plug right there for it. I also need to get knock sensors because I don't have knock sensors. But the Holly doesn't need them. It's optional.
Yeah.
But I was still going to get them. Yeah, so we're going to go get something to eat. Maybe throw the disc golf around or something. Depends what you want to do. The rest of the day is whatever you want. You want to see a mountain?
There's one right here. We can check it out.
Yeah? All right. Well, we're out of here. We'll see you guys later.
You got fuel pressure. 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 You got fuel pressure.